this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Tika Carr. And Tika has a follow-up question to our earlier vlogs on the subject of attachments. And Tika's question is, how can one ensure that one is attachment-free so as not to carry forward repeating situations into future lives? And the answer to this is that is much easier said than done. And obviously the natural way is to learn all of the lessons involved in the situation. And one of the things I would recommend if you're attempting to let go of a repeating situation is to talk to Spirit and say, you know, I really want to learn this lesson and I'm going to have my eyes open to learn it as quickly as I can, but can you send it to me in an easier way? Can we make this an easier experience teaching the same lesson? And sometimes that will help to bring that attachment to you in a way that is less traumatic. Generally speaking, what I would recommend, however, for deeper work with attachments is meditation, starting from the situation and then looking for the attachment. You can do this in an intellectual way. You can also physically look for the energetic attachments, because they're not called attachments for nothing. And you will find these attached to you in various places. And although you can simply cut them as you would cut cords to a contemporary situation, usually you need to do deeper work to make that a lasting thing. And the way that I recommend doing that deeper work is through soul retrieval, which is the most effective technique that I have found for dealing with this sort of attachment and repeating karmic situation. And I would recommend, again, looking for it in meditation, trying to gain a handle on it, using soul retrieval to deal with it. And when you do soul retrieval, you don't necessarily have to know exactly what the situation is if you can get close to it. If you can describe the effects of it and then go after the causes, sometimes that is a good way to approach it. And do understand that with something like this, particularly if it's something that's carried forward for any length of time, you may have to do that soul retrieval more than once, and each time will get you a little closer. But those would be my recommendations, and I hope you find them interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. Today's vlog is brought to us by the term AIDS.
AIDS. Ait is a Scottish Gaelic term meaning something to the effect of wind. In Scottish traditional Wicca, when the magic circle was cast, the four winds or Aits would be summoned to stand guard over it and to aid the ritual being performed. The Aits are identified with the four directions, the four elements, and a host of other correspondences. In Gaelic, East was ruled by Ait, whose color was red and whose time was dawn. South was ruled by Joss, from which the word jostle comes, whose color was white and whose time was noon. West was ruled by Yar, whose color was gray and whose time was dusk. And North was ruled by Tuath, whose color was black and whose provenance was the night. This system is illustrated by the ancient song Black Spirits used by Shakespeare in Macbeth. The first line of the song runs, "Black spirits in red, white spirits in gray, mingle, 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 as ye mingle may."